Arguably one of the weirdest suits that Amuro Ray has piloted, the Dejih, guys. What's up, guys? Dad Life Gunplay. Today I'm bringing you the Reborn 100 Dejih, piloted by the legendary Amuro. Speaking of Amuro, do you guys know his favorite sunglasses? I bet you can take a guess, but if you don't know, it's Ray-Bans. Oh yes, cheesing it up. Today, guys, sorry, had to do it. But today we're taking a look at this beautiful kit, very unique design, very, very vibrant colors. Not the normal, but with Zeta kits, you know, you get the kind of weird vibe that Zeta brings, and there's all kinds of unique kits through the Zeta series. Don't get me started on the advancement of Zeta kits, because, you know, they just get crazy. But let's take a look. On this boxing, you open it up, you can see some larger pieces. Beautiful teal, nice dark blues, and some metallic gray mixed in there. Some decals you can see too. More of those, like that beautiful teal and then dark blue, a little bit of gray for some of the partial inner frame that's with that. And I do stress partial because this is a Reborn 100, guys. Nice build. Sizable kit. If you've built any of the Zeta kits, you'll know that the size of these kits are on a pretty large size. So here is your multicolor runner A, greeted again by that beautiful teal. It's kind of a lighter teal that matches perfectly. Great shelf presence too, that brings out that bright color. Duplicates on that runner B, because that's mostly the arms and or legs. Again, duplicates for the C, because that lower back, some people call them butterfly wings. I almost think they're like flying fish, honestly. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Tell me what you guys think of the wings. So here's D in that dark blue. Beautiful. This is that metallic coated like gray. You know, leaves a little bit of nub marking as expected. And then here is a couple of the nice little vents that you have, kind of more along the lines of the Zaku. But they're bendable, they're flexible, and is more of a softer plastic. Then a little bit of that inner frame. I am sorry, this is shaking around a little bit more than I expected on that, guys. 1 second. And then just to take a look at the inner frame right there for the torso. Right here is mostly weapons. That is all kinds of beautiful pieces on that. And then the polycaps to finish out. You know, fan or not of polycaps, they are with most kits, and you just got to work around them. So here's the effect parts. And then a couple of decal stickers with that Amuro marking and a couple color correcting stickers. Guys, here is the final kit. As you can see, beautiful colors. I had a little bit of fun with the Dragon Ball style effects for the power up. This kit is very unique in a lot of ways. It is a Re 100, so I'll talk about that here in a little bit. You can see there is some head movement, but the biggest thing with that on the back side there is those two different cords that run to it actually limit the movement quite a bit, but there is some adjustments from turning the head. But you can see right there, very flexible still, but they do still have that limitation on there. Nice shoulder raise coming up, and, you know, back down. It does tilt forward some right there to bring a little bit better articulation for the poses. And then you can see on that shoulder there, I just popped it off, but it's on a ball. It's on a ball joint. And so you can do a little bit of adjustment on that to give it a little bit more dynamic posing if you need. That does go all the ways up and kind of clamps down to that portion about halfway down. So, you know, I'm a big fan of symmetrical kits, and so when I come across a kit that's not fully symmetrical, it kind of throws me off a little bit. I ran into a lot of those with more of like iron-blooded orphans. So right there, twist at the bicep, a single bend at the elbow, ball joint on the hand. You can see the open hands right there. Yeah, I think, to me, I get a vibe that the hands are not like perfect scale for this kit. I feel like they should have been a little bit bigger. They feel a little bit small once they're on there. You can see on the other side there, that armor shield that's on the shoulder there, it tips up, tips back, or not tips back, but it can move up and down some, that's it. Here's the side skirts. They actually separate in front, and then there's a nice little gimmick that kind of holds them in place. It may or may not keep it. Sometimes they kind of fall out of place a little bit. Single big bend right there at the knee. It is a big bend right there because that piece is so large. But if you take a look at the legs, they're really thick at that bottom there. some side to side with those feet too. Again, pretty large feet, not a lot of movement. Now on the back here with the articulation with the thrusters, there's a decent amount because they do move up and down. You can actually tilt them back and forth. The same with the fins. They're on, you can move the fins up and back with the thrusters or separate if you wanted. And they can go almost all the ways up to where they're almost sitting on his shoulders. Everything that's included in the kit, guys, for the accessories, you do get 2 closed fist hands, 2 holding hands. Then you also have the bazooka, the beam rifle, and then hold on, bear with me because I'm gonna butcher it. Naginata. It's double bladed, you know, with the effect parts on each. A fierce weapon, honestly. It's wielded well by Amuro too through the season. All right, let's take a little closer look here. As you can see, with this beam rifle, it's actually multicolored. So there's actually some master grades out there that don't have multicolors in the weapon. It was kind of cool to see this. I liked it. So, you know, for a RE 100, that's a nice little treat. And then you can see there's a little articulation in the handle, or in the trigger handle as well. Same with the articulation in the bazooka. You move it forwards, tuck it away. And you can see that clip right there up top. That is actually to help mount it to the back. I don't think I actually display that in the video, but I will make note. You can actually mount it to the back there overhead. And you can see there is that slot right there that fits into the hand, the holding hands. It makes it so it's nice and tight once they hold in there well. And honestly, it comes in handy because if you don't slot that in there, it's going to slide everywhere. And a nice little feature, you can stow it away on the back skirt there too, guys. If you don't want to have it, but if you like to keep it on display, it's there to have. So I'm going to talk a little bit about my frustrations with the kit real quick. And then we'll talk about what a RE 100 is. So my biggest frustration was right here with the fins. They're almost like a jigsaw puzzle, and they rely on a little bit of tracking on the blue, the dark blue on the outer, and then they also rely a lot on each other to hold them in together. And so that can get frustrating if you bump it, and they don't want to sit back in there, you know, as well as I would like. So if you guys are wondering what a Reborn 100 is, I will go ahead and tell you. And personally, the biggest thing with a Reborn 100 is to know that it is on the 100 scale, so master grade scale. However, it lacks a couple of things that can make it that master grade. One, a lot of times, most of the times, they're lacking a full inner frame. You know, master grade has that, Reborns do not. You know, there's a couple of things that's missing, and this does not have a full inner frame. Another thing is the details. While there is a lot of details, definitely more than I would say a high grade, it's still lacking in the department of gimmicks and details that a master grade would bring to the table, and plus the complexity. But, you know, also the price point's lower than a traditional master grade, or it should be, because I know some of the newer ones are getting pretty pricey as well. But you can see with this kit, it is just a gorgeous kit, very unique color schemes. I like the, you know, the piping in the back of the legs and the head. I will say, you know, not ideal for everything, but you know, it adds another layer to that display. It stands up well. The legs kind of come loose as well. Sometimes during positioning, posing. All in all, this is a Reborn 100 kit, and quite a bit, if I remember correctly, it's pretty old. It's actually quite a bit of an older kit. So to be honest, I'm pretty content with the kit. It's a very unique kit, and if you're looking for something different, I highly recommend this. Guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe, and helps out the channel. Until next time, love.